Louisiana Beer Review Special Edition Coors Light Revisited. Well, lagered, filtered, and packaged cold. Cold lager, cold filtered, and cold packaged, not pasteurized. Brewed across the United States by Molson Coors. This is certified kosher. This beer is 4.2% alcohol, 102 calories, introduced in 1941. But right after that, the U.S. got directly involved in World War II, and the beer was put on hold for 37 years, and 37 years until 1978 when Coors Light returned. Now, it was probably a different recipe, almost certainly, because I don't think they really had the technique down for light beers back then. But I have a brochure from Coors talking about how they had tried to make Coors Light in 1941. We have a good date here, guys, so let's check it out. The Silver Bullet. I don't think they use that term anymore. I haven't seen that lately. Nice smoke. Now, my favorite was the Coors Extra Gold Lager, but that's no longer listed on the Molson Coors website, so I guess they dropped it. Not even listed in the nutritional area, so it's gone, and Red Dog's gone. But I like the Coors Banquet, really do. Coors Light is fine if you like light beer. I'm not really much for light beer. Lots of bubbles. Very clear, sort of like seltzer water, in a quite spongy head. Very spongy. Looks like a kitchen sponge. Okay. These beers are like a lot of the, these kind of beers are like sort of like many of the mainline whiskeys, Canadian or bourbon whiskeys or Irish whiskeys. They're made just for cocktails. And these beers are made to pair with food, in the sense that you're not sitting there thinking about it. Oh, the subtle nuances of the product. It's just to have like what pastrami sandwich or I don't know, corn soup or potato chips, kosher pickles, and a Reuben sandwich. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing, watching a college basketball game. The aroma on it is faint, but it's not totally dead of aroma. You get cereal grain, like just like cereal, like breakfast cereal without all the sugar added. Like I say, old people cereal. Water, barley malt, corn, rice, corn syrup, actually. I think they use rice also, hops. If you go to the Molson Coors website, click on our brands, there's two sections, a showcase of all their brands, and secondly, the nutritional information, which will give the updated list of all the beers they make and the ingredients. Very helpful. They came out with the term light beer because it sounds a lot better than calling it like Coors Thin beer. It's a lot of times how you frame it. If they called it Coors Thin or Coors Watered Down or Coors Watery, I don't think it would be the second best-selling beer in the United States. Bud Light number 1, Coors Light number 2, Miller Light number 3. Look, 3 light beers. Budweiser number 4. Then you got Michelob Ultra. Oh, they're all light. Busch Light. All these light beers are so popular. So it's like I was saying, those bourbons or Canadian whiskeys or Irish whiskeys, etc. They're not made to be drunk neat. You can do it, you just don't get, there's not much there. And these are not made to be drunk neat, if you know what I mean. They're all a situational thing. Eating popcorn, salty popcorn, egg salad sandwich, things like that. You just eating the food and you're not focusing on the product because there's not much to focus on. Are there any off flavors or off aromas? Certainly not. It's light, thin bodied, and a very crisp finish. Cold filtered helps because the pasteurization will, as the brewers admit, hurt the beer. It's not made to be cooked, but they do it typically because it's faster and cheaper. But this one is cold filtered. It's not an actual draft beer. It doesn't have to stay cold. Like years ago, there was a big thing, of course, had to stay cold because actual draft beer will spoil if it's not kept cold. The cold filtering, as they did with Miller Genuine Draft in 1985, Miller High Life Genuine Draft originally. Can't get the screw back on. That prevents that. So it lets the beer stay. It helps the beer keep. It won't go rancid, but then it also doesn't damage the beer with the pasteurization. So with Coors Light, you're getting the best of both possible worlds. Low calories, cold filtering, and then on the other side, the easygoing drinkability of it. As far as flavor, forget it. It's a bland product, honestly, but it's clean. But it is what it is, and for what it is, a light, watery beer, it is a good light beer. I mean, it's an excellent light beer. I'll go with 91 out of 100, a 9.1 out of 10, an excellent A-, an excellent beer. If this is what you like, it's not what I like, but that's fine. There's no problem there. I'm gonna get the Coors Banquet every time, myself, if I'm getting Coors, but or George Killian's Irish Red if I can find it. Having trouble finding it these days, but this is very nice. So, Laissez Les Bon Temps Relais, an excellent beer nonetheless. And I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Golden, Colorado and take a tour of the Coors Brewery.